finished your presentation. It was quite a packed.
Yeah, it was actually more than expected, at least that I expected. It was fully packed with very attentive people. They were really taking care, paying attention to the lectures. It was great.
Yeah, really engaged. One of the things I noticed that you do is that you liken the cloud to domestic reality.
Yeah.
Is that something that you think is important when
presenting? It is very important because cloud is not something you can touch, right? You cannot demonstrate it. So what I like to use is reference to things that they know, and we are all using Hotmail and Gmail or Picasa or whatever. We are all using internet banking, and we don't call it cloud anymore. Internet banking is not cloud, but behind it's cloud technology. So I'll try to refer to those so they understand better.
Well, it gives people the peace of mind to think, actually, I'm already using this.
Exactly. Yeah. Because what we are in this adoption curve now of a new technology, and I would say like 15% probably of potential customers are convinced about it, but the rest, the 85%, still need to get through the mind switch, and referring them to examples that they know, services that they use, is a good way to convince, I think.
Yeah. Now I noticed that as much as people were paying attention to your presentation, is when the questions kick in that they really pay attention. I mean, what did you think of the questions that you were asked today? Is there anything that that you had?
It's nothing unusual. It's quite funny, but over the last 2 years, you get always the same questions. Like concerns about data security and privacy, about failure of the systems, so business continuity. So it's I'm used, and we are all used to respond to those concerns. There was one interesting question about the exchange using the NHS ID. I think that was a good one, and maybe we can take it further with the the team here and see how we can package something dedicated to the UK market.
So in that sense, when you're making these presentations, you're learning and evolving.
Oh yeah, yes. It's definitely a lot of exchange, and sometimes something new comes, and then we can integrate. It's still very flexible, very. I don't like to say under construction, but it's evolving by the nature of and cloud enables a much more flexible, rapid development than a standard, a standard model where you have to invest and then you freeze the whole thing for a couple of years.
And like any collaborative workspace that is based on connectivity and community, that's very much part of that evolution. Is having people
and this is really where I believe people in healthcare, professionals, they start to feel how the collaboration could help them. But they still are wondering, should I do it, or should I do it, and with who? And so I think the technology will be adopted before the behaviors change. Behaviors are always taking a little bit longer to resistance to change, we call it.
Always. Okay, and final word.
Yeah.
You've got another day of UKRC. What are you hoping will come for the rest of the show?
Oh, I hope we can get some, follow up with some of the people in the audience that would eventually get engaged for some deals for business. So that would be great. So we are looking right now at launching cloud formally in US with a local in UK, sorry, with a local data center. That we don't have that yet. And having a couple of reference would be definitely a great way to jumpstart.
It would be great. I mean, obviously we already have the Scottish Centre, so
yeah.
to be able to.
Yes, Scotland is exactly is a great reference, but they don't always, or they are not always able to compare between a big organization and their own facility. So sometimes we want to have a mix of reference, so big and smaller.
Fabulous. Thank you very much indeed.